been away. Now I got it, so I ball. Bang like every day. Hey. For all the time nobody helped me, said I fall on you. Bang like every day. Hey. Hey. For all the time you say it, man, I ball. Bang like
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there.
Check nine, check nine. Wide, get wide. 11.
Pollard going to try the right side. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
11.
On second and 11 now. Burrow. This incomplete to Christian Kirk. Yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now a give, right side. Pollard, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a third down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Got a man open. It's Chase. Space to run past the 20. Chase, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Talk about Jamar Chase. One of the things that really stands out, his ability to take ordinary plays and then turn those into big ones.
That should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first down to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yards here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And all the way down to the 39. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability. Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Quick hit here, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on a quarterback. Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive. But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game? Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football. We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Smith with a 1st down and more. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Watch the pass. Check 31, check 31. Switch. Alert flat.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played. Yeah, and it created a big run. gets out quickly to chase. A gain of 6 there on first. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that? They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. That's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Roberts goes for the completion. Left side. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Come on now, let's
Just
go.
like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a give to Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Bull missed it. It's no good. Wide right for Bull, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold. He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Burrow. Looking here for Smith downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
11-90.
Burrow on play action. Goes right back to Smith again. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. He'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt for both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up second down. Now it's Burrow.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
11 Thomas.
They'll run left with Pollard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back of the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in his first half alone, as he's got a 1st down on that last catch. He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 37. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bucs 18-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal of 35 yards.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the final recovery won't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they're hoping for.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught by Galladay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And get this to his tight end, Gesicki. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense, they came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with Barkley. Oh, nice move. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've giving up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick, it heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
11. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers. A little bit more to the perimeter, perhaps. But above all, play your game.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Now Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. I'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
Just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 2. give here to Pollard. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll run on first down. Pollard skirts by at the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards, the pickup there. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. Here's Pollard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Connor. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown. James Conner, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision. When he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. As Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
He covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on next-gen stats. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now Burrow on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Now Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 103 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, Pollard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
12, 12. 11 MT.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down, it's Pollard. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 14. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he'll take this into the end zone for Tony Pollard. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Crosby with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember, they have won 3 straight. Beginning the 4th straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
He is trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on. He is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters this week? He kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like,
there he goes left side. He's at the 40. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line.
way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later? Everyone, Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line. Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 33 yards that time.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now this throw caught left side. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the play.
Touchdown! Jamar Chase. Second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. But his pass is intercepted for the third time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TV. Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one was over a while ago. So just add on. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. He's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got back. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They're not trying to put points on the board.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Chase Young. And they're going to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there will be incomplete.
We talked about it, CD. The Bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They're trying to go through with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal.
Burrow going to keep it on his sneak.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call play... executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waiting moments of this one. half. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. See, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot to pick it off a pass.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
This pass caught at the 4. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Big 13! Big 13!
Now Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle.
26.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver.
But it'll be second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. It's another thing to put up the amount of points that they did.
About themselves, can they? I mean, what a game. To put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, the win moves 7-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.
Gotta make the right decision, no, it might just be my last. People view everything different when you touching on the back. What you say is good